Welcome guys to another SaleFreaks tutorial video. In this video I'm going to show you how to manage your orders hub. This is going to be the main place where you're going to be able to find information about your orders, especially when you're doing your customer service, so you can find an order if you need to get into that Amazon to do a return or an item's not received case. You can check to see if it's been delivered. You can check the tracking. You can see basically all the information on that particular order, everything you need to. It's all here in a really manageable place that you can search for really easily, and you can do whatever you need to with that order. So fourth option along the top of the page, we've got the orders, and we just click into this orders tab here. And as you can see, it presents us with a few options here on the filter. So we can search a date range, which is super handy. And we can search via the SaleFreak order number. So searching a date range, we can obviously bring up all the orders in a certain period. So let's say we just wanted to figure out how many orders we've done in the last 30 days, for example. We can get that number. We can just check our own statistics. We can check and see how the store's moving, and so on and so on. We can also use various different filters which are going to show you to see, how many orders you're doing at a certain price range, profit range, and so on. So date range is super easy to use, very straightforward. When we've used it, we can just click on view orders here, the red button on the right hand side, and that will bring up all our orders in that date range. Okay, next one along then is the SaleFreaks order number. If you have the SaleFreaks order number, you can just search that particular order. You can go back into it, and you can bring it back up, and you can do whatever you need to do with that order, check it, action it, whatever. Then across on the left hand side, we've got the shopper ID. This is the eBay username, so super good if you are doing some customer service. You've got the eBay order, you've got the username. You can just search that shopper ID, that eBay username, and that will bring up the order for you. It should be fairly straightforward. Next one along, we've got the shopper name. So we can put in the shopper name on the filter here and search for the item under the shopper ID, and then over on the right hand side we've got supplier order number. So that will be the order number of where we have purchased the product, not to be confused with the eBay order number. Okay, so this is where we've actually purchased the product and it's been sent out to the customer. So super easy options to use, and like I say, once we're done we can just click on view orders and that should bring up the order. Just always bear in mind, if you're searching for an eBay username, for example, or an order number, and maybe it's back 2 or 3 months, the date range filters to the last 30 days. So what you're going to have to do in that case is you're going to have to go back in time to when the order was done and make sure that the supplier, the supplier order number, the shopper name, and the shopper ID actually is within that date range that you've selected as well. So just a small tip there on that one. And then we can just click on view orders, and that should bring our orders up depending on the search. So as you can see here, couple of orders from the past on this test account, and a bit of information on each order. So first things first, you can see the SaleFreaks order ID over on the left hand side. You can see the eBay account name. You can also see the supplier, which is Amazon in this case. You can see the supplier account. As you can see on this one, it was done by our managed accounts, which is a system that means you don't have to have your own Amazon or supplier accounts. We fulfill all the orders for you and provide you with invoices and so on. So you can see the product image, you can see the product name, you can see the price, you can see the order time, you can see the purchase time, you can see that it was purchased, and you can see the profit. Now because it's a test account, it won't go any further than purchased because we obviously cancelled the order before it was actually dispatched. So the next status you should see is dispatched or shipped, which will allow you to then track the item after sale. Okay, so you can see the profit and you can see the source of the item as well, which is the bestseller lister, which you can have turned on in your global settings. As you can see, all the sales from this are from the bestseller lister, which is very good auto lister to have, especially for new people getting into the game that aren't really sure of what they want to list. Okay, you can also export your orders. So if you have a lot of pending orders and maybe you don't have an order, maybe you want to process them manually, you can export those to a CSV file, which means you can action that, or you can use that as you see fit. As you can see over here on the left hand side as well, we have an advanced filter. So if you have other preferences to look for specific types of orders, for example, you can go in and you can use these filters to find those particular products. So you've got the transaction ID, which is the eBay ID. You've also got the SaleFreaks ID. You've got the item ID itself from eBay. You can search under the title, supplier number, the supplier account. So if you're looking for a specific one from, say, managed accounts, or you want to see all your orders from managed accounts or all your orders from a specific Amazon account, you can see it there. You can see the order type, which you can see if it came from Prime, Marketplace, or add-on. Mostly Prime will be applicable to you. Again, you can search for those other things that we can do on the main page. You can search by notes. If it has a note attached to it, every order has the ability to type up a little note when the order is purchased. That might be, a note from your virtual assistant to you to say that the item has been ordered, but it's maybe going to be a little late, or that the buyer has messaged to say that they want the item sent somewhere or notified of something. So there's many cases where you can put a little note on there. And then the ticket time and the purchase time, so you can search for orders within a specific time range or date range as well. And then you can just click on view orders. You can search for any orders that you've got a coupon with. The add-on multiplier is not applicable anymore at the moment. Amazon have removed it, so we'll not talk too much about that. But if we pick up an order with a coupon that gives you an extra discount, you can also view all your orders that have came with coupons. As you can see as well, you can search for all your orders that have went through at a specific profit level. So again, it's really good when kind of figuring out, what sort of levels your profit margins are coming in at when trying to figure out your optimal price range on your global settings. So that covers off the filters and how to bring your products up. When you see your orders, as I say, you'll have different statuses. So over here, we've got pending orders. This is how they will look when they come into SaleFreaks before they've been ordered. Okay, so if you have auto order set up, they'll go into pending status, and then the next status they'll show up as purchased, and then the very next status after that they will show up as shipped. When the item shows up as shipped on there, you should be able to go into the bottom left hand corner, and the shipping information should be applicable here. It should show, you should be able to track that. As you can see over here, you have the notes section where you can type up any particular notes you want to have in the order, especially if virtual assistants or yourself are processing the order manually. You might want to put a note in there about the particular product, delivery time or whatever. When you're finished, you just click on save. Okay. As we can see, this order was processed. You can see all the information at the top. We can see the income, we can see the cost, we can see the transaction fees. We can see everything we need to know about that order. We can also see a little bit of a timeline here of when it went through all the processes. We can see the supplier order number in here as well. And everything generally looks good. This one has been manually overridden, which means that it didn't go through auto order, and then we've had to do something manually to make it go through managed accounts or process the order ourselves. As you can see, this is a test account, so that's why it's showing up like that, and the supplier account is managed accounts. If the order had failed for any reason and was a purchase issue, you could try and place the order again. As you can see, this gives you a warning to say this item has already been purchased. Make sure you're not ordering a duplicate by a mistake. And you can also select the supplier account of which you do the order on. So this is my own Amazon account that we have linked to the test account. And if you wish to place the order again, you just click on OK, and that will push it back through the auto order system again. So that covers off the orders section. Super easy to use, all the information all in the one place, making it really clean, really nice to manage your business. Like I say, you need this for your returns, you need it for the management of the products, you need it for the tracking information, all these various things that you might need to feed back to your customer. And as I say, just super easy to see everything in the one place. You can see the buyer's address, you can see all the information there. You can also click and check the market item. So this takes you directly to your eBay link. It also takes you directly to your supplier item. Also gives you the option to edit the shipping address. So eBay, if you have or Amazon or some suppliers don't like you having like abbreviations or any dots or characters in the name, which some people put on eBay. This allows you to edit it and force it back through the auto order system. If the order hasn't been processed, you can actually click here and the order can be cancelled. Now with the other one, we have manually updated everything on the test account so that I can show you, but this is an example here where the product is still available to be cancelled, which means it will take it off the system, or override the order, which means that we can put in the details manually, so we can add the order, supplier number, the payment method, the estimated time of arrival, all these things we can put in there, which doesn't show on the last one. So hopefully that makes things super clear for you. Like I say, can't reiterate enough how important this is to have everything in the one place. Super nice, super easy. Hope you found this video helpful, and I hope to catch you on the next video. Thank you guys.